Sasseur REIT announced their financial half-year results on 18 Feb 2022. The parameters presented looks great. Is it a good time to collect this REIT now? My view is no, as I prefer to collect it at a lower price. Let's see why. I will be talking about Sasseur REIT with stock code CRPU. As always, this is not investment advice. The 5 parameters of Sasseur REIT are shown. All the parameters met my personal preference. In my opinion, that's great. The average cost of debt is high, at 4.4%. Let's zoom in further to check out what are the factors that can affect the parameters for this REIT. Sasseur REIT have a model for collecting rental. It's called the Entrusted Management Agreement model, or in short, the EMA model. EMA model comprises of the fixed component and variable component, with the variable component pegged to a percentage of their outlet sales. In my opinion, there's a good alignment of interest as the REIT will need to ensure the outlets get good sales so that the REIT can collect more rental income. The REIT will also choose strong tenants that can achieve good sales for their outlets. Something to note here is that EMA is a double-edged sword because if executed properly, it will be great for the REIT. Else, the 5 parameters will be affected. There is more rental income in FY 2021 when compared to FY 2019, but yet the sales in FY 2021 is not at FY 2019 level yet. One of the factors that cause this is the currency exchange rate. The average exchange rate in 2019 is 1 SGD to 5.06 RMB. The average exchange rate in 2021 is approximately 1 SGD is to 4.8 RMB. I have put the info together into a table for easy viewing. Rental income in RMB is higher in FY 2019 than FY 2021. However, due to the exchange rate, the rental income in SGD is lower in FY 2019 than FY 2021. The thing to note here is that similar to all REITs not based in Singapore dollars, exchange rates do affect the earnings. In this case, Sasseur REIT's rental income collected actually increased after converting RMB into SGD. Next, we will be looking at the average debt maturity. The thing to note here is that 100% of their debt will mature in 1.2 years later, in March 2023. For the debt maturing in 2023, they include loans in RMB, SGD, and USD. As China has recently reduced the interest rates, it's a good thing for Sasseur to refinance. However, USA and Singapore look set to increase their interest rates. Hence, it's probable that Sasseur needs to pay more interest with the refinance. The RMB loan is about 278 million in SGD. The total USD and SGD loan is about 241 million in SGD. Hence, the net effect of refinancing might not be big. Something I don't like about this REIT is that there is no acquisition after IPO in 2018. Do subscribe, like and turn on the notifications if you enjoyed the content. Thank you. The outlet sales number is recovering, even with the strict Chinese COVID rules in place. That's good news for the shareholders. As mentioned earlier, variable part of EMA rental income is tied to their sales. More sales means more rent. Another point about this REIT that I like is the sponsor holds approximately 57% of Sasseur REIT shares. Ms. Yang, an executive director of the sponsor, holds 1% of the total shares. I like this as it's in the REIT's interest to get good assets into the portfolio. Some additional info here. Ms. Yang is also the spouse of Mr. Shi, who is the founder of Sasseur Group in 1989. This gives me confidence as they have vested interest to ensure Sasseur REIT continues to perform. On technical analysis, let's look at the weekly candles chart here. I am using technical analysis to find a good point of entry here. The share price is sideways since the start. It might be due to no yield accretive acquisition. The support zone in blue is shown. Since July 2021, the share price has been on a downtrend as shown by the red arrow. However, we've seen a bullish engulfing pattern broke out of the red arrow as shown in the orange box. In the coming weeks, if it turns out to be a false breakout, there might be a buying opportunity at the strong support zone of about 80 cents. Something to take note here is that Sasseur REIT to me is mainly for collecting dividend. I will keep this REIT to about 3% of my entire portfolio due to the lack of growth, as they have not made any yield accretive acquisitions since IPO. If we can collect this REIT before 17th March this year, we will be able to collect the coming dividend too. To summarize, what I like, dislike, and things to take note about Sasseur REIT is shown below. Please pause the video here if you want to take some time to recap. This is a list of reference I have used to create this video. Do subscribe and check out my other videos. Have a great day ahead.